Hi everybody, Dr. C here on the channel. Just have time for a quick review today of a 12-inch model. It's quite interesting. You don't see it very much anymore. It is the Pickett 904 slide rule, part of their 12-inch series in Eye Saber Yellow here today. There's not as much to say about this slide rule when compared to the other basic slide rules that Pickett made, except for one feature. You see, it has your basic scales, A, B, C, and D. Has a logarithmic scale, of course the cube scale, K, right there. And it has the ST scales for trigonometric functions and an inverse scale. So all the basic operations of slide rule calculations can be performed easily with this slide rule. However, it was designed and patented, named the decimal keeper slide rule, because students found it challenging at the beginning of their journey to learn where and how to place the decimals in their calculations. And so this was created to provide the students a means by which they could do that. And on the flip side is that mechanism. Now we're not going to go through exactly how it's used today, but I find this rule illustrative because what it shows is this large number line with all these decades or powers of 10 seen simultaneously. In the very middle of the rule we have 10 to the 0 or 1. And then 10 decades to the left, all the negative powers of 10 going in that left direction, or what we traditionally view as going negative on a number line. And then to the right, 10 to the first, second, third, fourth, etc., all the way out to the right index of the slide rule, which is 10 to the 10th. Right there, you can see it. And what this illustrates is the reason why a slide rule only really needs one decade. In other words, this or any of these decades are easily represented by this Pickett N200 right here. The left index of 10 to the 0, which is 1, spanning over to the right index, 10 to the first, which we would represent as 10. This whole number line is an expansion of what is illustrated here on the Pickett 904 right here. 10 to the 0 to 10 to the first. But think of all the added detail that is missing right here in this half a centimeter of real estate is now expanded and all kinds of detail added on the Pickett N200 right there, from the left index to the right index of the CD scale pairing. And all you need to do is understand what happens to the decimal point in calculations, and this is the only slide rule you need. You don't have to stack 10 of these slide rules side by side, extending them out into, in infinity or beyond, to use the slide rule effectively. All right, that's just a quick view of this unique slide rule, the Pickett N904 decimal keeper slide rule. And the theory that is represented on the back of this, we will be discussing in more detail in an instructional video going over the log scale. We'll see you next time.